Hello everyone, welcome back to Prospect Channel TV. Thank you for always coming out here. May God bless you all. Abubakar Malami has once again listed 4 crucial things that will determine Nnamdi Kanu's freedom. And these have got everybody talking. Abubakar Malami's son, the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, have stated that the Supreme Court rules in favor of the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB Nnamdi Kanu. The Muhammadu Buhari-led administration will comply with the ruling. According to reports within Nigeria, Nigeria's chief law officer had stated that the federal government will pursue all legal options in the case of the IPOB leader. When the cases are exhausted, when within the context of the rule of law and the decisions and conclusions are in its favor, the government will comply. But whatever option is open and available to the government will exploit it within the context of the rule of law, within the context of the rights available at its disposal, Malami told Vanguard. Malami went on to say that 4 factors must be considered before the government can release the pro-Biafra activist. The Attorney General believes that 4 factors must be considered: the rule of law, the public and the national interest, the security situation, and the international diplomacy. AGF Abubakar Malami stated that the single case that has been determined is not the only pending case against Nnamdi Kanu, as there are numerous other treason cases pending against him. In his words, to release or not to release Nnamdi Kanu is a function of the law and the rule of law for that matter in arriving at a decision whether to release or not release. 1. You look at the rule of law. 2. You look at the public and the national interest. 3. You look at the security situation. And 4. You look at an international diplomacy. Let me first talk about the rule of law. This is someone that has been granted bail on account of charges that has been preferred against him at the court. To the international community, a case of fugitive is established against the background of bail jumping. 2. Arising from national security, this is someone that is charged with treason, incitement of the public destruction of civil authority, a kind of murder and assassination of others on account of his incitement. That boils down to issue that bother us on the issue of national security and criminality. 3. On account of national diplomacy, this is someone that has turned against his person, using the international community or a foreign community to launch an attack against a nation, against its nation, for example, for that matter. So all these naturally come into play to determine what you do. So if you have equally gone through judiciary processes, multiple cases, a case of treason, a case of homicide, a case of jumping bail, among others, the fact that you have indeed succeeded in one case, as opposed to others, multiple others that are case cannot be only base and criteria for determining whether you are entitled to be released or not. So the simple question is whether what the federal government has done by way of not releasing Nnamdi Kanu is justified within the context of the rule of law. And my answer is yes, it is justified. It is really justified. This is because the single case that has been determined is not the only pending case against Nnamdi Kanu, as there are other multiple cases associated with treason. The exit multiple appeals that are pending and yet to be determined or determined, and then again there are national public interest dimensions, and the essence of the government is the substances of the public and not an individual's interest. Okay, can really get that. Malami should acknowledge the fact that Nnamdi Kanu was cleared of all charges. It's like he's forgotten that part. He was discharged and acquitted of all the charges by the appeal court. That means he's a free man. Therefore, the continued detention of Nnamdi Kanu by Malami is ultra-vires, is fraudulent abuse of power, a major disobedience to the rule of law. All your arguments are just baseless, starting from your allegation that he jumped bail, which he never did. Rather, he ran for his dear life. When you sent your military men to kill him in his house, these people can never stop. So guys, I'm dropping it here. Kindly share your thoughts below the comment section. Thank you.